What happens when loyalty, progress, and years of hard work still aren't enough to save your Formula One career? Red Bull has made a decision that sent a shockwave through the paddock. Yuki Tsunoda, the driver who fought through criticism, pressure, and endless comparisons, is out of a race seat. Not because of one mistake, not because of a single bad weekend, but because the future Red Bull wants to build no longer includes him in a car. The question now is simple. Why did Red Bull choose to let him go? And more importantly, does Tsunoda have any chance of coming back? Today, we break down the full story, the facts, the politics, the strategy, the reactions, and what this means for the 2026 Formula One grid. The news came fast, clean, brutal, exactly in Red Bull style. Isaac Hadjar, a rising star from the academy, was promoted to the senior Red Bull team for 2026. At the same time, Racing Bulls revealed a brand new lineup. Hadjar and Lindblad joins Liam Lawson. That meant only one thing. There was no seat left for Yuki Tsunoda. Not in Red Bull, not in Racing Bulls, not anywhere in the family he spent 5 years helping build. Red Bull framed the move as a future-driven decision. Fresh talent, long-term planning, new faces for the 2026 regulations. For Tsunoda, the new title was clear: reserve and test driver, a role that keeps you close to the factory, but painfully far from the starting grid. This wasn't a reshuffle. This was a reset, a complete restructuring of the team's long-term vision. To understand why Tsunoda was pushed aside, we have to examine Red Bull's internal logic. This team does not wait. It does not soften. It does not protect drivers out of sentiment or history. They reward results. They reward peaks, not effort. They reward the future, not comfort. And Tsunoda's 2025 season, by their standards, didn't deliver the breakthrough they wanted. The numbers tell the story. A little over 30 points in the season, a drop in pace after the mid-season upgrades, a difficult qualifying run before the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, missed opportunities during high-pressure weekends. These weren't catastrophic failures, but Red Bull is not a team that forgives stagnation. When a young star like Hadjar shows sharp improvement, and when Lindblad explodes onto the scene with raw speed, the decision becomes simple for them. Move forward, never backwards. Tsunoda became a victim of the system that developed him. The same system that built Vettel, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly, Albon, and more. Red Bull creates careers, and Red Bull ends them just as fast. When the news went public, Tsunoda didn't lash out. He didn't complain. He didn't point fingers. His message was short, honest, painful. It was an incredibly tough loss, but I'm not finished yet. Those 7 words said everything. Because losing a seat in Formula One isn't just a setback. It's a fracture in your identity. A moment where silence hits harder than speed. A moment where the world moves forward without waiting for you. But Tsunoda is not disappearing. He is staying inside Red Bull. He is preparing to fight for a comeback. And in today's Formula One, that fight is brutal. Across international media, from motorsport.com to Reuters, from the Race to Japan Times, a consistent picture emerged. This wasn't just about one bad season. It was about timing, momentum, and future value. On Reddit, on Japanese forums, on Twitter, the reaction was immediate. Thousands of fans voiced shock, disappointment, anger. Some argued Tsunoda deserved more time. Others said Red Bull made the right call. But the most common theme was simple. This feels cold, even for Red Bull. And yet, that coldness is part of what makes the team the most successful in modern F1. Fans also highlighted something else. Tsunoda has grown massively, calmer, faster, more consistent, but Red Bull never fully believed he could become a race winner. And in a championship-focused team, that belief is everything. Tsunoda now stands at a crossroads with 3 paths ahead. Path 1, stay in Red Bull and wait for a seat. This is the hardest route. A sudden driver exit, a surprising opportunity, an unexpected injury. These events have brought drivers back before, but Red Bull rarely reverses its decisions. Still, Tsunoda remains inside their system. His simulator data will matter. His development work will matter. The question is whether it will be enough. Path 2, move to another team. This option requires luck and timing. Williams, Haas, maybe even a returning team in future seasons. But joining a struggling team means starting from zero, and there is no guarantee they'd choose him over a rookie or a high-paid veteran. Path 3, fade out of F1 entirely. This is the path nobody wants to imagine, but one that many talented drivers have taken. Without a race seat, relevance disappears fast. Even the races you remember become the races you used to remember. Tsunoda knows this, which is why he's fighting harder than ever. Tsunoda's situation is not an isolated story. It's a symptom of a bigger shift. As Formula One enters a new era in 2026, Teams want younger lineups. Rookies are cheaper. Rookies adapt faster. The long contracts go only to future champions. Experience is valuable until it becomes expensive. Potential is everything until it fades. The 2026 grid will be younger, riskier, more aggressive, and far less forgiving. Tsunoda is one of the first victims of this shift. He won't be the last. Yuki Tsunoda hasn't given up. Not yet. Not even close. He's still inside Red Bull, still fighting for a miracle, still believing in a comeback story, the kind that F1 rarely gives. But the truth remains. Second chances in Formula One are rare. Third chances? Almost impossible. So now the world waits. Tsunoda waits. Red Bull waits. Because the next chapter of his career, whether it's a return or an ending, depends on what happens in the smallest, most unpredictable moments. Moments that can change a season. Moments that can save a career. Or moments that close the door forever. Will Yuki Tsunoda rise again? Or is this the chapter that writes his final line in Formula One? Only time will tell.